May 12, 1940. 2:17 a.m. Ardennes Forest, Belgium. The column has not stopped for almost 50 hours. Rain beats on the steel skin of a Panzer III. Mud cakes the tracks. Trees slide past like black walls. Inside the tank, 4 men sit pressed together in a space smaller than a bathroom. Metal breathes. Gears click. Hot oil smells sweet and wrong. The engine never sleeps. Neither do they. Gefreiter Werner Holt hasn't closed his eyes in 2 nights. His eyelids twitch. His tongue tastes like copper. His fingers tremble on the intercom switch. Through the narrow vision slit he sees only darkness, red brake lights, and branches scraping armor like claws. 2 tanks ahead, a driver already crashed. He nodded once. That was enough. 3 hours earlier, a medic ran along the column in the rain. No speeches, no ceremony, just cardboard tubes dropped into dirty hands. Inside, white tablets. "Stimulant ration," the medic said. "1 now, another at dawn." Holt swallowed without water. It burned going down. 20 minutes later, something inside him snapped awake. Not the forest, his brain. The pressure behind his eyes vanished. The shaking stopped. The night sharpened. Every sound inside the tank suddenly felt close. Breathing, metal, teeth of gears chewing forward. He wasn't rested. He was overclocked. His heart raced, not from fear, from chemistry, from something artificial and sharp, invincible, and somehow dangerous. Somewhere else in the forest, a motorcycle scout nearly drove into a tree because the road started breathing. A truck driver argued with a man who wasn't there. A Panzer loader loaded the same shell twice and didn't notice. Across the Ardennes, more than 40,000 German soldiers were waking up at the same moment, not naturally, but chemically. The French had built their defense on one belief: no army could move this fast. They were about to meet an army that no longer needed sleep. The tablet burning in Holt's stomach has a name: Pervitin. It's created in 1937 by Temmler-Werke in Berlin. Chemist Fritz Hauschild synthesizes it while studying stimulant compounds from Japan and the United States. Inside the pill is not coffee, not adrenaline, methamphetamine hydrochloride. In 1938, Temmler markets Pervitin as a miracle drug. Posters show smiling workers, housewives, students. 2 tablets, 1 ad claims, and tiredness disappears. No prescription. Within months, it's everywhere in Germany. Chocolate bars contain it. Housewives take it to clean longer. Students swallow it before exams. Factory workers use it to beat quotas. Germany becomes a country quietly running on methamphetamine. Doctors see energy. Pharmacists see sales. No one yet sees the cost. Not in 1938. Not until war turns the drug into a weapon. In 1938, a military physiologist, Dr. Otto Ranke, begins testing Pervitin at the Berlin Academy of Military Medicine. His mission is simple. Modern war doesn't stop. Tanks roll through nights. Aircraft fly at dawn. Motorized columns don't wait for sleep. But human bodies do. Ranke tests Pervitin on 90 military cadets. They stay awake for 22 hours. Reaction times hold. Fear shrinks. Confidence grows. Men feel unstoppable. Ranke writes to the Wehrmacht medical office that Pervitin enables optimal performance under extreme demands. He suggests limited military use. The Wehrmacht reads the report and sees something much bigger. Winter, 1939. Germany prepares Fall Gelb, the invasion of France and the Low Countries. Originally, the plan is simple: push through Belgium, fight the Allies head-on. But General Erich von Manstein proposes something insane. While Army Group B distracts the north, the real Oder will come through the Ardennes Forest, 70 miles of steep ravines, logging roads, and dense trees the French believe tanks cannot cross. If German armor crosses in 3 days, they reach the Meuse before French reserves react. The plan lives or dies on speed, not fast. Impossible. Panzer crews must drive day and night. No rest, no sleep, no pauses. 110 kilometers of forest in under 72 hours. The High Command knows men will break unless chemistry helps them. In April 1940, the order goes out. 35 million Pervitin tablets, enough to chemically wake an army. May 9, 1940. Across western Germany, medics hand out small cardboard tubes. Tank crews, drivers, scouts, infantry, NCOs, 5 to 10 tablets each. Stimulant, maintain wakefulness during extended operations. Some units receive isofan, Pervitin mixed with a mild sedative to control the edge. Officers warn, emergency use only, but war ignores instructions. Private Heinrich Böll, future Nobel Prize writer, begs his family for more Pervitin in letters. Please send more as soon as possible. He isn't special. Thousands write the same. The pill becomes as necessary as fuel. May 10, 1940, 5:35 a.m., Germany attacks. In the north, bombs fall. But in the Ardennes, 7 Panzer divisions move silently into the forest, 134,000 men, 41,000 vehicles, single-lane roads. Columns stretch 60 miles. Orders are absolute. No stopping except fuel. No sleeping. Drive until the Meuse. Drivers swallow. Engines grind. Traffic jams. Breakdowns. Trucks slide into ditches. French reconnaissance planes spot the columns. Reports go to headquarters. German armor in the Ardennes. French generals dismiss them. Impossible. By May 11th, Guderian's lead units cover 40 miles. 48 hours awake. Eyes burning. Hands steady. Chemically. May 13th, 1940. Sedan, France. After 60 hours without sleep, Guderian reaches the Meuse. French defenses are weak. Reserve divisions, older men, poor equipment. At 4 p.m., Stukas dive. Sirens scream. Explosions crawl along the riverbank. French soldiers press into earth. German engineers launch rubber boats. Bullets snap. Men die in water. Enough reach the far side. By nightfall, they hold the bank. Engineers build pontoon bridges without stopping. Hands shaking. Minds sharpened unnaturally. At dawn, May 14th, tanks cross. The impossible crossing takes 16 hours. The road to the channel opens, but the body doesn't negotiate. By May 14th, chemistry collects its debt. A driver in the 1st Panzer blinks too long. His hands loosen. The tank keeps rolling. For 3 seconds, it's controlled. For the 4th, it isn't. Steel screams. Tracks lock. The column slams to a stop. Officers shout. No answer. The man sits upright, eyes open, breathing, gone. Medical officers later write, collapse doesn't warn. 1 second, a man calculates distance. The next, gravity commands. Infantrymen stop walking and sit down in roads. Rifles fall. Some laugh, some stare. Diaries record it coldly. Drivers collapsed in seats. Vehicles crashed. Men dragged into ditches to sleep. Some sleep 14 hours. Some don't wake. And when they do, light hurts, sounds scream. Thoughts turn dark. The pill that pushed them forward now tears them apart. On the French side, disbelief becomes panic. General Maurice Gamelin receives news. Germans cross the Meuse. No reserves exist to stop them. French doctrine expected 9 days. Germany did it in 3. They came out like ghosts, one officer later says. No human army moves that fast. He's right. By May 20th, Germans reach the Channel. France is cut. Dunkirk is trapped. 6 weeks later, France surrenders. Blitzkrieg works, but its engine isn't only steel. Victory hides damage. Medical reports flood in. Chest pain, arrhythmias, psychosis, paranoia. One tank crewman attacks his commander, believing he's a French spy. He's been awake 80 hours. Pervitin builds tolerance. 3 pills become 5. 5 become nothing. Crashes worsen. Dr. Otto Ranke warns, emergency use only. His reports are filed. Distribution continues. By June 1940, consumption peaks. Rommel's Ghost Division records drivers losing consciousness at the wheel. A supply truck veers into a tree. The driver slumps alive, unreachable. 60 hours awake. All tablets consumed. Medical officers estimate tens of thousands suffer withdrawal or dependency. France is conquered. But inside tents and hospitals, men shake, hallucinate, and break. The victory is loud. The cost is quiet. The Battle of France lasts 6 weeks. In that time, Germany does what generals thought impossible. Pervitin makes it possible, but Pervitin doesn't create supermen. It borrows from tomorrow to win today. Every artificial hour becomes collapse. Every tablet becomes debt. The men at Sedan were brave, trained, disciplined, and chemically awake. When the drug faded, they were human again, shaking, empty, dependent. History remembers Blitzkrieg as steel and tactics. It forgets the white tablet in the pocket. Inside every Panzer rolling through the Ardennes sat a man forcing his body past nature, praying he would live long enough to finally sleep. Some did, some never really woke up. Because war pushes men beyond fear, but chemistry pushes them beyond themselves. And the body always keeps the score.